Got a good thing for you. Don't let anyone tell me otherwise, baby. That's right, girl. We'll be fine, whatever we'll be. And you ought to know by now. But your fears will be the same no matter where we're from.
Today's Lakewatch is frankly full of romance. It's that romantic that had I filmed this on February the 14th and put it out at the Valentine's Lakewatch, you would have gone, "Oh, that's romantic, that is, Trev." And it's the true story of the song that I used to start the Lakewatches with, and end the Lakewatches with, which is just this wonderful riff by Rittic. So I'll tell you all about that. And it's not sad romantic, it's just romantic. It is, yeah. It's I'm at the about the three o'clock. No, the 9 o'clock. If the fisherman's area and the new outdoor gym is 12 o'clock, and the kayak is much more stable today because it's not as calm. It's weird. I don't know how it works. I'm sure there's physics and stuff like that involved, and people who know about such things could tell me. And I will pretend to be interested. So yeah, about the song, it's a bit of an unusual Lakewatch because quite a bit of it's going to be taken up by the full version of the song that I use on the intro. But it's worth it, and it's a great story. It's not the best song that Ritika and I wrote. It's a great song, you know. I still love it all these years later. And we used to write songs at her parents' house. We'd go there and she'd order pizza from the only pizza delivery in Calcutta at the time. I think it was called Don Corleone's, something like that. It wasn't great pizza. Wouldn't count as pizza anywhere else, but in Calcutta is the best pizza in the world. So we'd write songs together. And I think the best one we wrote is called Palobasha Ebong Pani, which means love and water. The great thing about the Bengali language for songwriters is that there's a 4-syllable word for love. We're used to it just being that 1 syllable, love, you know. But there, it's Palobasha. I think that's brilliant. So you can do a lot more with it, you know. So yeah, Palobasha Ebong Pani, love and water, which is based on something that I had a romance with a Parisian, half French, half Algerian fellow nurse volunteer, the utterly gorgeous Miriam. And she said to me, you know, that I think it's a French saying, you can't live on love and water. And that song was kind of about that. And I don't think I have a great recording of it, but if I find it, I'll put it up one day. So yeah, Miriam also said one other thing, that it was the very moment I fell in love with her. She was trying to talk about insects, and she didn't know the English word for them, and she says, "Oh, you know what I mean, the little animal." Little animal. I just melted, fell in love with her that very moment, and used to frequently ask her to say it. Say little animals, little animal. So gorgeous. Anyway, I digress, but sometimes the journey is the point, right? So, love and water. I made a friend in Calcutta, a great guy called Pete Evans, who worked for the World Bank. Wasn't a volunteer, you know, lived in a proper apartment, and he was just a very cool guy. We just hit it off straight away, and used to go out and, you know, hang out together, go for drinks and meals and stuff like that, normal things. And then one day he told me that you know, he'd fallen in love with a girl in their office whose name was Vidya. He said, it's weird, Trev, because I'm not one of those people who womanizes. And I believe that I've met the one. I think that she's the one. But the problem is that she is Indian, you know, very traditional family. And she can't trust that because, you know, like India still has, this is my information, by the way, it's still, even 20 odd years later, still is the majority of arranged marriages where the parents, pick the partner. And so the divorce rate is very, very low. And they work at it to make it work, you know. I'm not judging whether that's a good or a bad thing, it's just how it is. Okay, so, but the implication of that is that if an Indian girl is going to trust a foreigner, it is a challenge, because it's nothing to do with racism, it's to do with the fact that she can't fuck it up. Because being divorced in India is still a stigma. Whereas in the West, we get divorced for, you know, routinely. It's common. And so the whole song is kind of about this conversation that Ritika and I imagine them having. You know, so the bits in English are me saying what Pete would say, and the bits in Bengali are what Ritika would be saying if she was Vidya. And in it, she says, Jani, Jani, Shabn, Jani, Ami, which means I know. And then I can't remember exactly what the next bit of that line is, but then she says, Palabasha Toma Ashe Ba. And this is the whole nub of it. Love for me comes one time, but for you in the West, you get, you know, many chances at it. And that was the sticking point, because she felt the same about Pete. I also remember another thing that he said to me that was, he said that our hands touched the other day, and it was the most erotic thing that had ever happened to me. And I believed him. I absolutely believed him. You know, and the love they had for each other was clear. So what happened to them? They worked it out, got married, and had several children, and are still together as far as I know. Isn't that brilliant? Love will find a way. So yeah, I'm going to play the whole song now. I'm just going to intersperse it with lots of pictures or maybe all the pictures I have from that time in Calcutta. None of them are of Pete or Vidya. I don't have any. So, you know, they're just to fill out the screen while you listen to the whole song, which I've managed to clean up and take all the hiss off, because it was recorded in a basic studio and then to tape cassette, so the quality wasn't great. But I don't really care about that. But I did manage to clean it up and EQ it a bit, so it sounds a lot better, and I hope you enjoy it. Remember, love always finds a way. I love you all. Bye.
Got a good thing for you. Don't let anyone tell me otherwise, baby. That's right, girl. We'll be fine, whatever we'll be, and you ought to know by now. But you fit to be the same no matter where we're from. time is bittersweet. Our love will never feel like a memory. It's as clear as your face when I